Everybody, intuitive Anthony. I'm gonna be talking about why narcissistic parents hate their children. Uh, I'm gonna give people time to get in the room, and we're gonna get started. Like I said, guys, I'm working on trying to pay on this room. Um, like this month, they started taking out from Medicare, so they take out a couple $100 a month from your disability, when it's already not that much because I'm only 47. So that becomes less than paying on where you stayed at and where you're staying at and food and Ubers and all of that. The shit adds up. And whoever Hamilton was that message that put that message on my comment, you don't get no explanation because you ain't done shit for nobody. See, that's what narcissists do. They expect you to answer them like they some fucking body when they ain't do shit for nobody. They just want to know your business. But if they focused on their own fucking business, they'd be better off. But we're gonna wait for some people to get in the room. Yeah, Hamilton, screw you too, honey. Goddamn slut. Anyway, we're gonna wait for some people to get in the room. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, guys, any contributions going towards the rent, because me and the puppies will be out. We have to be out by 11 o'clock tomorrow's checkout. So any contributions that come in is going towards the room. But I'm gonna give people time to get in the room. We're gonna be talking about why do narcissistic parents hate their children, and there's some very clear and evident reasons why. But this phone looks different today for some reason. Anyway, I hope that's okay. I hope the picture is okay. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. As you come in, guys, if you appreciate Chosen One content, hit the like button. It don't cost nothing, and it sends it up in the algorithm. And what you gotta also love about narcissists is they love to put up a picture of some random shit. They don't put a picture up of their face, so you don't see that gargoyle. You don't get to see the ugliness of who they are. Because if you see their face, you're gonna see that demon behind it. They love to hide behind smoke and mirrors. Gargamel looking asses. Anyway, we're gonna give people time to get in the room, and then we're gonna get started. But we're gonna be talking about why. Because I asked earlier today and yesterday, I think, topics that you guys wanted to hear about or wanted me to elaborate on. So I'm going to elaborate on this topic because this was one that was recommended. Because I said I was going to do a few lives today because I was trying to get money to pay the rent tomorrow, so that means the dogs ain't out on the street in the snow and cold. But instead of that bitch worried about that, she worried about other shit. Because she ain't got no intention of helping nobody. She just thinks somebody's supposed to answer to her. Like she God or something, sitting there smelling like damn fucking fat bag. Anyway, we're gonna wait for some people to get in the room and we're gonna get started. But it's a very clear and easy reason as to why narcissistic parents hate their children. And once I lay it out for you, you're gonna be like, okay, I can see why that is. But don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not a member, hit the subscribe button and become a member of the Chosen family. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content comes up, so that you can be a part. When I put up a post on the channel on the community board, when I say I'm going live, if you have time, you can hop in and be a part of the live. It just keeps you to up to date information as to when I'm going live and what's going on with the channel. I usually don't post and put up an advertisement that I'm going live on TikTok because it's full of narcissists. And some of them, they roaches, so they crawl everywhere. So I have a few that show up on my channel, but I make sure that I hide them and make sure that they never can be seen and none of their messages ever get to the community board or in the chat, because all they come to do is create problems. They ain't no solutions. They're usually some old fat trolls, some old garbage body people with garbage minds just trying to create problems. But don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the like button if you like Chosen One content. It sends it up in the algorithm. It don't cost nothing. And YouTube will recommend it in more places and get the word out to more people by just hitting the like button, guys. And if you can contribute, like I said, I'm trying to work on paying rent tomorrow. It's $50 a night here. Not that bad. Not as bad as it was at the other place. The other place it was, what was it, $90 for Thursday, plus $20 every day per dog. So I got 2 of them. So it was $40 on top of that. Then they took out another $200 from my Social Security because my Medicare kicked on. That's why I have chemo on Friday. But they took $200 off of already small disability because I'm only 47, so it's not like I'm 60 and I worked that many years. What's going on? What's going on, Young Job? Appreciate you being here. So if you can contribute, Cash App is $ Intuitive Anthony. PayPal is Intuitive Anthony 1978. Venmo is Antony ANTONY -Young YOUNG-1. Like I said, anything that's going towards the rent tomorrow, because as of now, nothing came in during the first live. So as of now, in the morning by 11 o'clock, me and the puppies are getting put out of this hotel. So I did say I was going to do multiple lives. I probably just go. This probably is going to be the last one. It's probably going to be the last one for the day, because I went for an hour last time, and because I said I was going to do more than one live, I'm going to keep my word and do more than one live. So this probably will be the last live, just in case nothing comes in, because I also still got to pack and do things like that. But we're going to get started, guys, because I seen it go up and then it went back down. But we're going to get started. This is why narcissistic parents hate their kids. You ever heard the saying that a parent wants they want their child to do well, but not better than them? That's the situation with all narcissists. That's the situation with all narcissists. They don't want you to do better than them, even though they ain't trying to accomplish shit in life. They ain't trying to do nothing worth of shit to anybody or anything. But they, just because they gave up on themselves and become a worthless piece of shit, they expect you to become a worthless piece of shit. And then they get mad at you like, who you think you are, trying to be somebody. You ever seen the Boondocks? Family of Rutgers. That's the episode. The boy was, that was the way my family was. They was real dog shit. The boy was like, he was doing his homework at the kitchen table. He was like, Mister, that's what he called him, man, I'm going to be a doctor when I grow up. Nigga, did I just catch you trying to be somebody? And slap the shit out the boy. That's what I'm talking about. They don't want you to be better than them. And they resigned and gave up and is content with being a piece of dog shit in this world. And they want you to do it. So if you got hopes and dreams, they don't like you. If you want to be somebody, did I just catch you trying to be somebody? They don't like you. Just because they gave up on themselves, you're supposed to give up on yourself. Because they are supposed to be your boss. When they say something, you're supposed to answer them like they fucking matter. Like they somebody. Most of them sitting there stinking. Cottage cheese farms. But you're supposed to answer to them like they somebody. Like they got any value. It's amazing though, isn't it? The person who is the most dog shit always wants you to answer them like they somebody. They see themselves as royalty, but everybody else knows them as dog shit. They the only ones living in La La Land because they the only ones who care about them because everybody else can't stand them. That's why they always show up to places that nobody fucking wants them there. But in their own mind, they the greatest thing since sliced bread. But to everybody in the world would be better off without them. Tell me if that ain't Delulu. They don't live in reality. They cannot be honest with you or Paul or Mary or anybody because they can't even be honest with their fucking self. You can't expect truth and honesty out of somebody who continuously lies to themselves every day. You can't. So there's no need in expecting truth and honesty out of them because they're human garbage. They don't know truth. They don't know honesty. They don't know God, but they assume they are God until they get their asses smacked down by the Most High and then they realize that they're not God. But it's very rare that people stand up and tell them that they're a real piece of dog shit. But let me go on record as being one of them. You're dog shit. Yeah, I said it, and I don't give a fuck who don't like it. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. There are worse things in the world than hurt feelings. So they sitting there thinking they high and mighty when they really just the scum of the earth. But your parents Parents want the child to do well, but they don't want you doing better than them because you're going to make them look bad. Because if you get to a higher station in life, you become the boss. They want you to respect your elders, even though the bitch is 60 years old, still acting like a 10-year-old. I'm not supposed to respect that. Bitch, you living in Section 8 housing. You've been living in Section 8 housing for 30 years, 3 decades. Bitch, you ain't nobody I want to look up to. You ain't nobody I want to aspire to fucking be. And then they think they can treat you any kind of way. And you supposed to honor them and respect them. No, it don't go that way. It don't go that fucking way at all. Because they think they are somebody who they not. Good evening. What's going on? What's going on, Queen? They want, see, that's what it comes down to. They want you to do well, but not better than them. And hell, literally, sometimes if you even graduate high school, you already better than them. And now they already feel some type of way about you because most of them so smart till they stupid. They're so smart till they stupid. 10 pounds of mouth and no brain. No brain at all. Stupid, just stuck on stupid. Just a record that keeps skipping and skipping and skipping. Stuck on dumb. Stuck on fucking stupid. And then their kids come out to be the same fucking way. Because the apple don't fall far from the tree. It don't fall far from the tree. And if you happen to be one of those apples that fall off a narcissistic tree, that tree must be on a hill because you rolled way far away from that rotten tree and they doing everything in their power to pull your ass back over there. Because everybody's going to be looking at you as the shining example. And they're going to be wondering, how the fuck did a beautiful apple come off such a rotten tree? So basically, whatever you do in life, you're going to make them look bad. Because it's really, that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. Everything you do has a touch of class, has a touch of respect, has a touch of honor, has a touch of education, has a touch of drive, willpower, motivation, everything that they do not fucking possess. Everything they don't possess. So basically, they don't even want you here on this planet because everything you do makes them look bad. That's what it comes down to. But if they're supposed to be so godlike, then why aren't they better than what the fuck they are? Good question, huh? Real good question. But see, that's what it comes down to. So they want you to do well, but not better than them. Not better than them. Hell, all you got to do is be a good, decent person and get up and do something nice for somebody else, and you already better than them. Hell, you can wake up. All you got to do is wake up and you better than them. Because every inclination of your heart is not wicked all the time like this is. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content comes available. Guys, hit the thumbs up. It don't cost nothing, and it sends it up in the algorithm and lets YouTube know to recommend it to other people so that it can get out there and we can wake up some of our chosen ones and get them away from these people. And I say people loosely because they just empty bodies with demons inside of them. And wake them up so that they can get ready so that when the ships come, we can leave and they can be gathered together here on Earth to be burned with nuclear war. That's what they get. That's what they deserve. They deserve to have their flesh melt from their bones for the wickedness of their hearts, minds, and what they have done in this lifetime. So hit the thumbs up, guys. It's free. And it also gets the video out there to other people. And if you can't contribute, like I said, tomorrow at 11 o'clock, they're going to put me and the puppies out because it's $50 a day here. So with anything that comes in, I did a live earlier today, nothing came in. So I did say I was going to do more than one live today, which is why I'm doing a live right now. Nothing came in earlier, so I wasn't even going to go do another live. But I said I was going to do more than one live today, and I'm going to keep my word. Even though nothing came in. If you can contribute, it's going towards the rent office tomorrow because it's $50 a day. So whatever comes in, I'm going to put it on the rent so that me and the dogs, both of them are knocked out, won't be on the street in the morning. So I appreciate that if you do. Cash App is $Intuitive Anthony. It may say, is it a scam? But it's not. It's my card, intuitive, $ intuitive Anthony. Um, PayPal, intuitive Anthony 1978. And Venmo is Antony, Antony hyphen Young, YOUNG hyphen 1. So guys, anything you can contribute to keep me and the puppies off the street tomorrow, I appreciate it. And trust me, it keeps me making content. Because after the first live, I went for about an hour and I wasn't really any response, so I wasn't going to do another live. But since I did give my word, I want to keep my word. And you know, narcissists hate that too. Because you say something and you do it. Narcissists talk a good game, but they follow through as trash. They follow through as straight trash because all they do is lie. I'm okay working on rent so that me and the dogs don't get put out of the room in the morning. I can't see. This thing right here is terrible. It's horrible. Kevin, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. But I wanted to keep my word and come and do another live. So if you can, down below. Oh, guys, and there's also a GoFundMe. If you could share that on your social media. I'm battling stage 4 cancer, and I have chemo this Friday. So if you could just share that on your social media, it gets awareness out there too. A lot of times, the parent that hates the narcissistic parent that hates the child, this is why. They're the ones benefiting from the generational curse. They benefit from the generational curse. They are in league and in agreement with the demon that is holding that family down. That's why they hate you. Because they know you came to change that shit. You represent a new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new evolution, growth. Everything about a chosen one is growth. We are not the same people we were before. Even though they want to see you as the same person, you're not the same person. You grow, evolve, learn, you get better. The narcissists don't grow, they don't get better, they don't get smarter, they stay stuck on stupid, and they expect everybody to be stuck on stupid. And then when you have the nerve to get better, they get mad at you because you think you're better than me. Spoken by a true fucking idiot. You think you better than me. It don't matter what the fuck I think about you. It only matters what you think about you. See what I'm saying? When somebody says some bullshit like that falls out of their mouth, you know that you ain't dealing with a full set. The lights is on, but ain't nobody home. And it's sad but true. Soon as certain people, see, because narcissists talk a good game and they love to run their mouth because they think they know everything. So you let them talk. And as soon as you hear some bullshit like that fall out of their mouth, you know you're dealing with a dumbass. You know you're dealing with a dumbass. And there's no reason to sitting there and debating and going back and forth with them because they love chaos. They want you to use your energy fighting against their stupid ass when they know your energy could be better used to advance your family, your career, your whole generational line. But they want to keep you fighting with them because they ain't going nowhere and they trying to slow you down from getting somewhere too. That's the whole overall goal. That's the overall goal. Don't give them your energy and don't give them your time because they would love nothing more than to get you, a king or a queen, in your royalty to stop and acknowledge them a peasant or pissant on the side of the road. That's what they want you to do. That's what they definitely want you to do. They want you to stop and entertain their bullshit instead of letting them be the piece of garbage that they are. Because when somebody says something like, you think you better than me? They're not focused on being better than themselves. They worried about everybody else's opinion. And see, that's the narcissist. They want to pretend to be this person in front of this person, in front of this person, in front of this person. They need validation from other people. Chosen ones don't give a fuck what other people think. The only one we care about is the Most High. So people gonna say all kind of cat shit about you. Who the hell cares? They don't have a heaven or a hell to put you into. And most of these people around here, the wide is the path that leads to destruction. Most of them gonna burn in hell anyway. So you really don't want to be like them. You really, and if the world crucifies you, know they did it to the Most High first. They did it to Yeshua first. So the person, the reason why that parent hates that child is because that parent is probably benefiting from that demonic curse that's on that family. They're probably in direct allegiance with that demon. These Eastern Stars, these Masons. Once you get to the 33rd degree, everybody knows they worshiping Satan. They been knew they was worshiping Satan. That's why they have all these secret rituals. Anything secretive is not of God. Anything is a top secret is not of God. Secret ceremonies. They hide. Only a demon hides. Only the devil hides. He works in darkness. So all these Masons and Eastern Stars and all that bullshit, all devil shit. So you can best believe they probably benefiting from that demonic hold that the demon has over that family. And they know that you don't play ball. They know you're going to be a problem. And the demon inside of them has already warned them that you come from the Most High. So they're going to have to keep their eye on you and try their damnedest to break you. Because you came here to upset the apple cart. You are the glitch in the code. You the glitch in the matrix. Which is why they're going to put so much attention into trying to tear you down. That's why. That's why. And they always come in the family. Because the call comes from inside the house. Because if somebody on the street says something fucked up to you, you could care less. You don't know them. But if it's your family, they always try to say blood thicker than water just to pull you back to these same people who tried to break you in the first place. Tell me I'm lying. People in the streets will treat you better than your own fucking family. Why do you think the Most High says when a prophet has to leave his town and get away from where he came from? Because a prophet will not be respected in his own town. Them people in your family ain't gonna respect you because they don't appreciate shit until they don't have access to it. They treated you like dog shit. Now the fact that you don't fuck with them and don't talk to them, now all of a sudden they wanna they call me, get in touch with me. Fuck no, I don't want to call you, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want nothing to do with you. And see, narcissists like that, they always throw away a diamond because they see something shiny in the other yard, and when they get over there, it's a piece of fucking glass. Then they want to come back over to the diamond. Nah, bitch, you stay right where the fuck you was at. Long-eyed. Stay right over there. Eyes bigger than their stomach. That's what it comes down to. So that's why they hate you, because they know that you are the one who's going to get away from the whole family dynamic. You came here to break the curse that they are perpetually continuing because they the only ones benefiting from that curse. And they know that you came to break it. That's why they're going to do their best to break you before you get old enough. Before you get old enough to call them on their bullshit. That's why there's always one family member who got the fuck away, who don't even fuck with the family no more. And everybody talks shit about that person. And then when you start getting older, you realize that Uncle so-and-so or Auntie so-and-so had the right idea because the whole family's bad shit fucking crazy. Yeah. You that one. You that one that is going to come and break the generational curse. And that parent is the only one profiting off of that generational curse. And they don't like you because they know that you came to dethrone their ass. Guys, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not a member, hit subscribe. I'd love for you to become a part of the Chosen One family. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when new content comes up. So like when I put up a thumbnail, you'll be able to see it. And if you have time, be able to come and jump into the live. Hit the thumbs up. That's the like button, guys. It don't cost anything. And the more likes we get, the more they'll recommend the video in different places. Like I said, guys, at 11 o'clock tomorrow, we're going to have to leave the room. So what I'm doing is I did 2 lives today because I'm working on trying to get money to pay on the room so that me and the dogs won't be in the cold tomorrow. Nothing came in during the first live, so I wasn't going to do a second live, but I decided I'm going to keep my word. I'm going to do this live. So if you can contribute, Cash App. $ Intuitive Anthony. PayPal, Intuitive Anthony 1978. Venmo is Antony, Antony hyphen Young, YOUNG hyphen 1. And there's a GoFundMe down below. If you could just share that on your social media, because I'm battling stage 4 cancer, that gets the awareness out there, and people will more inclined to help if they know what's going on. But as it looks right now, guys, me and the puppets, they're probably gonna put us out at, I think checkout is at 11. So they're probably gonna put us out if anything doesn't come in. They'll probably put us. We'll probably have to leave at 11 in the morning. And this time around, I'm gonna have to throw all of this shit away because I can't carry this anymore. My body is just like, usually when I go to, like, I went to sleep after that first live, I would have slept until 6 o'clock the next morning. That's how I sleep a long time, because my body is worn down. Like, this is really no life. But at least I'm out here getting this information out there. You know, that's important. That's very important. See, the reason why the parent hates the child is because you came to dethrone them. They know that you can't be bought and sold a bill of goods like the other ones. The other ones want mommy and daddy's approval so bad that they're willing to forsake their moral compass just to get a good job out of mama or daddy. And most of the time, the mama's a thought, a horror. The daddy's a bum. I mean, he's barely taking care of the kids or whatever the situation is. But because some people see what they want to see, you know what I'm saying? They choose to see what they want to see. And you know how strong you got to be, but a chosen one has already known that they may have to admit to themselves that their mama and daddy ain't shit. Now, I'm not saying that's in every situation, or that their auntie or uncle ain't shit. But we've already grew up from the school of hard knocks. People didn't mind telling us shit that hurt our feelings. So once we get past that people pleasing stage, we tell them the truth. They may not like it, but they're going to get the fuck over it. I'm doing okay, Rebecca. I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing good too. I appreciate you asking. Yeah. But see, that's what it comes down to. Because see, this is why. The narcissistic parent don't like that child, because out of all of them other children, they know those other kids will bend over backwards to please them. That narcissistic parent hates that child because that parent knows that when that chosen one looks at them, that chosen one can see all that bullshit inside of them. And they are not impressed. Because chosen ones, we'll sit there and look at them like this. And they know we can see everything inside of them. So they hate us because we see the real them. We don't delude ourselves into thinking they better than who the fuck they are. And they know that shit. They know that shit. They know we see the real them. And we are not impressed with the dog pile of shit we looking at. You supposed to respect me, no bitch. You give respect, you get respect. That shit is not freely given. You can't treat me like dog shit and expect me to honor you. I'ma treat you the way you treat me. You have no respect for me, I got no respect for you. And sometimes you don't realize these people are old. Older don't mean better. Some people age like bread. They get moldy and crusty. Some chosen ones age like wine. Narcissists age like bread. They get old, dry, and crusty. And they get worse and brittle and hateful and more hateful and more hateful. Tell me I'm lying. Chosen ones get better, more refined, and smoother as they get older. Why do you think they try to destroy you when you're so young? That's why they try to get rid of you when you're young. Because as you get older, you get more refined. And as they get older, they get crustier over time. Tell me I'm lying. Busting out in verse. Now, that's some real shit right there. Yeah. Anybody, y'all go ahead and take that one. You get more refined, but their ass get crustier over time. That's what it comes down to. And they know that shit. They know that. They know that. That's why they always spitting out, you think you better than me. Because they already know you as you get older, you getting better. That's why they try to destroy you early on out the gate. And once they didn't destroy you, you just keep getting better and better and better. And they getting worse and worse and worse. And they sitting there looking at you with the stank face. Like you got anything to do with how they aging, how they progressing in life. That is their choice, their decision, but they're going to blame everybody for the shit they do because it's never their fault, because they have no accountability. I'm a piece of shit because you made me a piece of shit. Now, how the fuck does that sound? They mad at you because they're a piece of shit. Does it make sense? No, it don't. But that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with somebody who cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Hit the notification bell. Hit the thumbs up if you appreciate Chosen One content. Like I said, guys, if you can contribute anything, it would be a blessing. Anything, whatever comes in, I'm taking it to the office so that we'll have at least a place to stay for another day. It's $50 a night here. So tomorrow at 11 o'clock, hopefully if something comes in by then, I can take it to the office so we don't get put out in the snow and ice tomorrow. Cash App, $ Intuitive Anthony. PayPal, Intuitive Anthony 1978. Venmo is Antony, Antony-Young, YOUNG-1. And you can share the GoFundMe that's down in the description below on your social media, because I'm set up to go to, I have throat cancer, bone cancer, and liver cancer. So I have stage 4 cancer. So I start chemo again because Medicare kicked in on the 1st of February, which means they took an additional $200 off of my disability to cover Medicare. Never mind that I also still got a copay. Yeah. That's why. So that's what, so that GoFundMe will help get awareness out there for the support and stuff like that, because people are willing to help if they, if they know that help is needed. So if you can just share that on your social media, that'll help too, guys. Another thing, guys, another reason why narcissistic parents hate their children. They don't want you to be great because it's going to expose them. Because when, say you are good at your whatever craft or whatever you're passionate about, you're very, very good at it, right? Say you make it big and the world comes calling for you. They really want your talent. They want everybody to know about your talent. Say you hitting the limelight, you hitting the red carpet, you got cameras flashing and all this good stuff going on. Some reporter's going to want to know where you came from. They're going to want to know your history. They're going to want to tell your tell-all story, your biography, your everything. You think that narcissistic person wants you in the limelight? Because that means all that evil shit they did is going to get brought to the limelight too. Before they were famous, before they were the hot new thing, where did you grow up? Who did you grow up around? And when they go look at the narcissist and see all that shit, scandal. The narcissist gonna get caught up in their own bullshit. And they're gonna get mad at you because you being successful forced them. You being successful somehow is responsible for them being evil as fuck. You being successful shines a light on their bullshit. You didn't tell them to go rob that person or steal from that person or murder that person or do whatever they did. What they did had nothing to do with you. All you doing is trying to do you. Trying to take care of you. Trying to be the best person you can be. But because that limelight is on you, it's also going to shine some light on the dark shit that they have done. So by all accounts, they want to keep you small because they don't need that light glaring in their face because they got a lot of skeletons in their closet. Tell me I'm lying. I'm not. Because everything is about them. They don't see your success as you doing something for you. Everybody's supposed to work for fucking them. You're not supposed to be successful because the light they shine on you might show up some of the skeletons they got in their closet. Like you give a fuck. Like you supposed to give a fuck about them. The same way they don't care about you, you don't care about them. And do not ever let them make you feel like you're supposed to care about them, because they damn sure don't care about you. Fuck them. And you do the best you can, live to your full potential. And if they get caught up in their own shit, it's of their own making. They're going to blame you. They're going to blame everybody. They blame the whole world. It's always somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's fault that they're a piece of shit. So somehow you being successful and being a good basketball star, somehow got them in trouble. No, bitch, you robbing and murdering and doing all that shit got you in trouble. Apples ain't got shit to do with oranges. I'm doing me. You doing you. But because you shine so bright, the light in you shines so bright, they cannot be near you. And unfortunately, when a parent and child situation, you came from them. I mean, look at this. Look at the Jacksons. Michael Jackson was the chosen one. Joe Jackson was the narcissist. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to be that dynamic. They either going to stop you or they going to ride your coattails all the way to your breakthrough. Michael's situation was that Joe was able to go along with him. So Michael was able to be successful. But he even said it one time, my daddy called me and asked me for $7 million. Because he's able to eat off of the chosen one. But the fact of it is that in our situation, in normal people's situation, everyday people's situations, they know that you ain't gonna get them shit. They know you ain't even gonna fuck with them at all. So they're gonna do everything in their power to make sure that you don't get to that breakthrough or that you don't get to that reward, because they can't feed off of you. They're gonna play that blood is thicker than water card as long as they think it'll work. But once you realize that people on the street treat you better than your own family, and that when you have a position and a role by the Most High, you have to leave that area, because a prophet is never respected in their own home or in their own town. You have to leave. Why do you think Moses left from where he grew up and went and spent all that time away? Because God is reshaping you. He's remaking you into somebody else. So that when you come back, they're going to try that fuck shit again, because they don't change. You do. So when they come in like, we family, nah, we ain't family. Keep that business over there. Nah, keep that over there. But they're going to try it, because they never change. You do. This is what the deal is. So by you being successful, you being the best you can be, it's going to draw a lot of attention. Because people like to be inspired by greatness. Except for the narcissists. All that does is make them jealous. Because there are people out there doing better things than what they're doing. And they're going to get mad at everybody else because they gave up on themselves. Whatever they got to do to rationalize it inside that sick, twisted mind of theirs. It doesn't make sense. And you don't dive into that brain for too long, because it's such a mess of gook, you wouldn't be able to get out. But somehow, the parent already knows. Spiritually, that demons already let that parent know that you belong to the Most High. So they hate you because they know that you came to dethrone them. And that they can't bullshit you like they bullshit all the other kids in the family. Got them being flying monkeys and minions for them. You see them for exactly who the fuck they are. So they can all dance around trying to get the attention of mommy and daddy, trying to get that praise. You? Nah, I ain't doing all that, because I know who the fuck you are. So when we look at them, we see all of them. We see all the warts and all the shit that they really got going on. They sitting there pretending to be this and that in front of these different people, but they can't pretend to be shit in front of us because we know who the fuck they are. That's why they hate you. Because when you look at them, your eyes convict them. You looking at them like, you know, bitch, you gonna be accountable for what you fucking doing. You know that, right? They don't like that about you. Your eyes say it all. Your eyes say it all. You ain't got to say nothing. So even when they look at you, they hate you. Because you see them for who the fuck they really are. Tell my boy, that's your mama, that's your daddy. Yeah, and that bitch still gonna be my mama across the motherfucking street. That don't change. She just ain't bringing her ass over here. Same situation with daddy, uncle, cousin, whoever. That's your family. Yeah, and they gonna still be my family all the way the fuck over there. But that does not mean, because God, even Yeshua said, I came to bring mother against father, sister against brother, son against daughter, and all the ways around. Because the call is, the enemy is always called. The call is always coming from inside the house. The devil has always, he has always used people that were close enough to you to inflict the most damage. Because they have to have personal information about you to hurt you on a deep, deep level. So it's always that motherfucker that's sitting right up in your midst. And who does that better than family? And then they try to make you feel guilty, like you're supposed to hang out with them even though they betray you. And you're supposed to be loyal to them and loyal to the family even though they've been anything but loyal to you. Tell me how that works. Guys, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not a member, hit subscribe and then hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content comes up. Hit the thumbs up, guys. It sends it up in the algorithm and lets YouTube know it's a good video, and they'll recommend it in more places. Like I said, guys, working on paying rent, so if you can contribute anything, please do. Cash App, $ Intuitive Anthony. PayPal, Intuitive Anthony 1978. And Venmo is Antony, Antony, hyphen Young, YOUNG, hyphen 1. This will be the last talking point because I've gone for almost an hour again. You're going to bring everything by your greatness, by your success, by your achievements. You're going to bring all their dark shit into the light. Just because you shine so bright. You could give a rat's ass what the fuck they did or what they doing. You don't even want them around you or in your presence or even in your same state. You don't even want them anywhere near you. But because of how brightly you shine, you're going to shine a light on all the misdeeds of their past. And you know a lot of narcissists already got people that want their head on a spike anyway for the bullshit they've done in their past. Yeah, there's a lot of people who want that ass dead or alive, and most of them prefer dead. So by you shining brightly, you're gonna shine the light on all their misdeeds. And they hate that. But it's their fault because they shouldn't have did the dumb shit they did anyway. They want to blame everybody else because they're a piece of shit, because they have no morals, because they have no self-respect. And they want to blame it on somebody else. Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you do with your life, but you ain't gonna stop me from doing mine. That's what it comes down to. And guys, y'all have to live on that too. They can do whatever they want with their life, but don't let nobody stop you from living yours. All right, guys. Like I said, if any donations come in tonight, I'm taking this to the office so that we'll have a place in the morning. But I wanted to do a couple of lives today because I was working on trying to get money for the room. Nothing's come in, but the Most High is with me. Maybe something will come in later. So I did 2 lives today, guys. Remember, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Share the video, guys. Share the GoFundMe on your social media as well, guys. And I want you guys to have a good night. If you like it, I love it, but these narcs out here are cold-blooded, guys. And remember, correct your crown. Peace, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome.